Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Rise and Radke. I hope that you guys are going to join us this morning. It feels like a Friday to me, but I think that's just because we are leaving town and headed home. So, good morning. We are, thank you. Well, actually made a big difference. Oh, it was better when it was up.
It's still up.
Oh, is it? Okay. Hi, everybody. So welcome and tell us where you're tuning in from. Good morning, DG. Watching over David. DG is David's little guardian angel. That's good, babe. We're trying to make a hotel room look like it's the palace, when in fact it's a great hotel room, and our cleaning lady is impeccable. But what can you do with a sterile wall? Good morning. It's been so wonderful to see y'all in Honduras. She says, thank you so much. We've had a really great week, a really full week. But thank you. So good morning. Amy Rowberry is here from Utah, and Missy is here from Florida, and Debbie is here from Huntington. I wonder if that's Huntington, is that a Huntington, Alabama? Huntington, Is that a place?
Huntington, Alabama.
Huntington, I don't know. Okay, but it's probably Texas. Good morning from Dallas, Texas. Oh, from cold East Texas. I know, that's what we hear. We never get cold weather. And all of a sudden my mother just texted me in Honduras to ask me if my kids like chili. I make chili like 15 times during the cold winter seasons. I don't know what she's thinking. Of course they do. Good morning from Los Angeles, somebody said. Hutto, Texas, home of the hippos. Huntsville, Texas is here. Lake Charles, Louisiana. Kansas. Laura's here from Kansas. Rhonda Bennett says, we need your feet on U.S. soil. Good morning, Jordan Watkins in Cleveland, Tennessee. Crystal's here. We had snow in Mineola. Wow, that's amazing. So, yes, it's very cold there. I will give y'all this little, hi, baby. I will give y'all this. You ran out of V-neck tees, David. It's been a long time.
The days have been so hot, I've been going through like
David said TT.
I've been going through 2 t-shirts, and the last t-shirt I have was...
I finally, after 24 years of marriage, this past year was 25. So for one solid year of our marriage, and that's only until now, David Radke has been wearing V-neck t-shirts, which he always thought were for who, David? Metrosexuals? Which I'm not entirely sure that you're not one. But David thought they were for metrosexuals and not for East Texas guys. Not true. Nothing could be further from the truth. They are wonderful, and then you don't see this rattiness.
Is it better if I button it?
No, it's not better. It fits your personality more if you button it all the way up to the top. It's not better. Okay, so Sherry Trogdon, thank you for getting me back on track. So here's a little take from what is going on stateside with the Radke kids. Last night we were in the middle of dinner and we got a phone call. And when we say in the middle of dinner, we mean with like 20 other people, like it's a whole team of people. We get a phone call from Remy who says, Dad, I was just at at church tonight, and they had a game where you had to suck down an entire hot root beer as fast as you could as a competition. And they called me to the stage to do it, and one guy. So it was girls against guys. It was a battle of the sexes. And she said, Dad, that kid had maybe gotten out 2 sips of hot root beer when I finished. I chugged that entire can. I never took a breath. I chugged it, sat it back down, and then, Dad, I threw up chili. She's like, I threw up so much chili. And she goes, Noni had fixed us chili. And David goes, Noni didn't know you'd be chugging down a root beer in front of 200 people. So she vomited chili. And I kept saying to David, but did she do it in front of the youth group? And he's like, I don't know. I didn't think to ask that question. Men, am I right?
Am I right? But I did ask her, I said, are you sad you didn't? She goes, no, we won.
No, that's Remy. No.
What did she do at that birthday party? Was it cinnamon?
Yeah. You know that thing on that went around the internet, like the cinnamon challenge, eat a spoonful of cinnamon? Everybody knows not to do that. Everybody knows. But Remy did it. And the host of the party said, No, that's not true. Everyone with a phone and social media knows not to eat cinnamon. You won't give your kid a phone. So therefore, she ate a spoonful of cinnamon and threw up in my sink 7 times.
But she won whatever they were doing, and she said she would have done it again.
I don't know. That was, oh my gosh. So that's Remy. All I can tell you about Rocco, put your arm right there, down a little, yeah. All I can tell you all about Rocco, for those of you who are like, but how's Rocco doing? Pretty good. When we called him the other night and FaceTimed him, he went like this, hey Mom. And then he stuck up his hand and he had 2 scrunchies on it. Y'all know what that means? First of all, it's this Visco thing. It is this Visco thing, and apparently if a girl likes you, she gives you her scrunchie, and you're only supposed to take it if you like her back. So,
but
I'm not ready.
But the 2 scrunchies are from the same girl, aren't they?
Well, that makes it better. That makes it worse for me. Now I only got to kill one little elementary kid. No, not 2 girlfriends, same one. I'm over it. I'm already over it. But hey, that's what's going on there. I did wake up this morning really, really anxious to get back home. And it's really not just because I miss my kids, although I do. I miss them terribly. But it's because David and I will get home tonight, and then we will have Friday and Saturday and some of Sunday with the kids. And then we actually turn around and leave town again on Sunday evening. And then all next week.
Y'all asked for us to go on location more. So we started working on it yesterday. We were back out on the road next week. Maybe we can do a Where in the World is Melissa?
So don't tell them where we're going?
Where in the World is Rising Radke?
Mm-hmm. Jerry Ann says, what happened to just checking the yes or no box in school? Jerry Ann, they don't have that anymore. It's toss it and will they toss it back. So when you toss a scrunchie, if the boy takes it and puts it on his arm, that's your yes box. You've just checked your yes box. If you toss them a scrunchie and they throw it back, they've just checked the no box. Is apparently, I'm not kidding. Like, I think that's really the thing now.
And this is the first time he's not thrown it back. He's had several thrown at him, but this is the first time that he's not thrown it back.
Okay, wait, stop for 1 second. He's actually tossed a scrunchie back. That is terrible. I would have been the girl that the boy was like, yeah, and threw it back. I don't want him doing that. But anyway, what are we doing with our youth? It kind of sounds like Mardi Gras. It does, Damon. I'm like, what did you do? So help me God. What did you do to get that scrunchie? You better have been a good boy. You better kept that shirt down. And all the girls spray their perfume on them. What? Oh my gosh. I'm going to get it and chunk it in the backyard. So anyway, this weekend is homecoming, and he has this little girl that gave him the scrunchie. They're going to homecoming together. That's a big thing. He said, can I call her my girlfriend? To which I said, no, because you're not allowed to have one. So the answer is no. And he goes, well, we're going to homecoming together. And I said, go to homecoming together. I want you to guess who's going to be up about 3 rows behind you like this all night. This one. So Nicole Ramsey says she's an elementary school PE teacher and that this is her life that we're talking about. So let's just change the subject, because I don't want her to be like, I literally cannot get away from this kind of crap. So we're going to change the subject. It's been a really full week here in Honduras. I'm excited to go back home. I'm excited to be home. I'm excited to just fix me a glass of ice water and just drink it without having to worry about anything. I want to put ice in it. You know what? I want to eat a piece of fruit, and I never want to eat a piece of fruit.
We had actually the leader of the trip, a lady, a friend of ours from Compassion. She was actually out yesterday because she had got hit with
the bag,
with the TD.
What is that? Travel diarrhea.
That is really what they call it.
Okay, but I was thinking tuberculosis. That's what I thought it was. Oh God, she's got tuberculosis. And that's not even a thing. Somebody just asked me whatever happened to the pan in the yard. This is so me. I start something and I don't ever finish it. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, because like you didn't pick up the pan.
So what day would this be now? I don't know, day 14. Let me see if it's still there. Every single day after school, my mother has picked up my kids from school and taken them over to the house to feed the dogs and the cat. And let's just see. If I know my mother, she pulled up into the park, and I guarantee y'all that pan is gone. There was a pan out in our...
It was gone before we left.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Oh, I didn't notice. Because I was going to say, I guarantee y'all my mother pulled up in that driveway.
I noticed it one day.
And you know, what would my mother say if she pulled up in the driveway and saw that pan out in the yard? One of my kids did that. If y'all are like, what pan in the yard? I had a pan in the trash. The dog dug it out of the trash. He drug it into the yard. And the kids would never pick it up. And David would never pick it up.
Okay. In all fairness, the first time I saw it, it wasn't in the yard.
Stop for Christy Carlisle's sentence, which is it's a pandemic. That's good. And somebody just liked it, and I applaud them liking it. And somebody just laughed at it. You're a quote of the day. You are.
Okay, let's don't mislead people. The dog did pull it out of the trash, probably because you put it in there and you didn't tie up the bag.
Who doesn't tie up a garbage bag? Don't be.
But it wasn't in the yard. It was in the field. It was like 30 or 40 yards away. The first day I saw it, I told Radke to go get it, and he threw it away. So it had been out there longer.
David, it had been out there about 9 days when it apparently got moved.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If you saw it, why didn't you pick it up, or why didn't you tell one of the
Because it's like the time that the Chick-fil-A sauce opened in the drawer, in our junk drawer, and it spilled out, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, because that was a real source of contention in our marriage. That was a real sore spot. I didn't put the Chick-fil-A
spot.
Don't be saucy with me. I didn't put the Chick-fil-A sauce in there. It should have never gone in there where it went. And when it opened up and it got all sticky, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not cleaning this up. And it was that way for ages.
Until we tore down the cabinets and built new cabinets.
No. Until one day Sweet Elizabeth probably opened the door and went, what is going on in here? Let me clean this. But anyway, what I was going to say was that my mother would have absolutely pulled up in that yard and been like, I taught Melissa better than that right there. I taught her better than that. I don't know why she does stuff like this. Kids, why does she let stuff just lay in her yard like this? We would have never done that when she was a kid. That's what my mother would have said. So thank gosh you picked it up. Somebody, your t-shirt is fine. Stop worrying about it, somebody said. You keep messing with it, David?
I just keep going.
David! Oh my gosh.
I'm just not used to it being there.
Tabitha Smith, thank you for asking if we have any tour updates. We do, and I want to get to them, but I want to say I think it was Culpepper. Was it Nancy? I don't know, but she moved from Tennessee all the way to Virginia, and so she's been in this moving process, and she's in her new home now, and she's like, I haven't left y'all, I've just been in the process of moving, but congratulations on your move. I'm glad you're settled in enough to be back with us. Is throwing the pan the adult version of throwing the scrunchie? You think that was David showing his love for me by never picking up that pan? Linda. By never picking up that pan. It wasn't Nancy, it was Linda. Anyway, congratulations, Linda, on your move. Okay, so let's see.
What?
Jordan Watkins says that's what my mother would do. Absolutely.
Did you see someone said I went from being the Pope, in our little studio, to a priest?
A hot priest. Am I right? A hot priest.
Blue bag what?
This is what somebody said I should say about that t-shirt. Ew, David. Ew. Okay, anyway. Okay, so let us give you a quick update and then to fill you in on a couple of housekeeping items, meaning things we got to let y'all know. Okay? So here we go really quickly. First of all, we have been here on Honduras. We've been doing like a vision tour on what it is that Compassion International does. What they do is far, far, far more than I ever thought they did. They are not a world relief organization. When a tsunami hits or a hurricane hit or whatever, they are not a relief organization. They are a holistic child development organization. And man, are they killing it. We're talking children are spent on an average 4 to 6 hours with a week being taught how to care for their bodies, being taught the Bible, being taught physical strength, being helped with their emotional needs, being taught trades. This organization, if they wanted to bring David and I so we could see what they do more than I ever thought they did. It has been eye-opening and life-changing, and I'm so proud really of this organization. But I will say this, David and I got on, as you guys know, we got on last Friday and we spilled the beans and told you guys that there were 21 kids within right locally close that needed to be sponsored. As of last night, this is what this tribe has done. Listen to me. As of last night, 43 children. 43 children from the Radke network have been sponsored. That is double what David and I asked for. It doesn't surprise me. They wanted us to be like elated and over the moon. And although I was excited, I was not surprised. Here's the deal. I think that David and I are so fortunate that we have, for whatever reason, because we are not this good of a people, trust me, but we have surrounded ourselves with really generous people who truly want to be changed, not just in their local communities, but in the world. And I could not be, I'm not going to say proud of y'all, because that makes me sound like I'm trying to be like a mother to you, or one of the things that David and I say very often in this influencer platform that we have is we are not the heroes. Okay, we're not the heroes.
We actually hate that word.
We hate that word. I'm not here to
influencer word.
I'm not here to tell y'all how I made $1 million, and you can too. I don't like that. What I'm here to say is we are in this together. We are feeling this out as we go too. We are not your heroes. We are simply holding the map as we journey this life together and doing it with such generosity. Honestly, guys, I'm really so thankful for those of you, for the 43 of you who did this. It's amazing to me.
It wasn't yesterday. It was Tuesday when we walked into the center that those first 21 kids were from. They all weren't there, which we wanted to get pictures of all of them. I guess half of them come in the morning when we were there. The other half comes in the afternoon. But when those kids walked in and they kind of presented them to us and said, "These are the kids that your friend sponsored," it was overwhelming. I mean, it really was. When it's something to talk about.
And their mamas are holding them because they're only like 3 years old, and the mamas are holding them, and the mamas are saying, "Gracias, muchas gracias, gracias, medicine, gracias, gracias." I mean, it's y'all did that. We didn't do it. Y'all did it, and y'all are honestly just amazing to me. And some of you did it because you were raised in church and you believe in giving to that. And some of you have never stepped foot in a church and you have no intention to, and you did it out of the generosity of your heart. You don't have to attend a church or pastor a church. You just have to be human. You just have to be human. I don't care if you're red state, blue state, how you vote, who you love, who you married. Just be human. Like, just be good. And you guys are so very, very good. I really can't thank you enough. So thank you.
If you've been watching Rise and Radke since last Friday, like Melissa said, a lot have already jumped on and sponsored. If you haven't, go back and look at any of those for more information. Melissa will post some more stuff today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, we still have the opportunity where if you do jump on to compassion.com / Melissa Radke, it's in the copy up above. If you go and you sponsor a child, Compassion, as a thank you, is going to purchase you a copy of Melissa's best-selling book, Eat Cake, Be Brave.
The paperback.
The paperback that's about to come out. So Melissa will autograph that, send that to you just as kind of as a little thank you. So if you've been kind of on the fence, go look at some of those babies. Look at how long some of them have been waiting. And they're not all babies. The program goes from literally when the child's in the mother's belly up to last night. We got to meet a couple of the graduates. It started like when they were 5.
That honestly was one of the highlights for me. I mean, here's the thing. You can go in, and Jason Parks is saying you guys planted the seed. I don't feel that way, but I don't know. But I never want to be like, oh, I'm so glad we went over into the, but last night was a highlight. So it's one thing to look at a 5-year-old who's just been sponsored and wonder what will happen with their life.
I can't see her.
Araceli, it's compassion. Just come the word compassion.com /Melissa Radke.
And it's in the description up above.
Just look at the description up
above. If
above.
you're watching on IGTV, it's in the link in Melissa's bio.
But then you leave the country and you're like, well, what's going to happen? Or you write the letters to your sponsored child back and forth, and you watch them grow up and you get the pictures. But then what's going to happen when they become an adult? And we got to see the fruit of that last night. We had dinner last night with a 20-year-old. He just turned 20. He came in, y'all. He was dressed impeccably. He had starched his shirt. His hair was all gelled over. He said, I went into the program when I was 5 years old. Someone sponsored me, and here I am today. He said, I don't know that I have all of the money that I need to go to college, but I have the brains to go to college and the drive to go to college. I am healthy. I am strong. My emotional needs were met, as were the needs of my family. My mother had diabetes and she lost a leg. And he said they didn't just care for me. They cared for my mother. Why? Because I loved my mother and they loved me. And just to see that it pays off. So anyway, just wanted to tell you guys that. So go watch last Friday's. Go watch this Monday, or this Tuesday's rather.
Just binge it. Binge Rise and Radke.
Could you imagine? Oh my gosh. All right. In other news, we are traveling. We're going to be traveling most of the day today. We will get into town pretty late tonight. And then in the morning at 8 a.m., my daughter it's homecoming tomorrow at our school, and my daughter has a pep rally. And I haven't seen them all week long, and I have missed all of the exciting things that we get to do for homecoming week. And she, they dress up different every day, and I ain't missing that pep rally. So if you guys will excuse us, we will not have Rise and Radke tomorrow. We may try to put together like a little compilation or something of what we did this week and some pictures and stuff and put it up. But even that's only if we've got great Wi-Fi service as we're traveling. But please forgive us and love us through it. We will be back with you on Monday.
We'll be on location somewhere Monday.
We will be on location somewhere. Just think of what we do for a living and then ask yourself, where might they be?
Why would you say that? That kind of just told them.
David, we do all sorts of things for a living. We travel and speak. We could be anywhere in the nation.
That's true.
We
harvest potatoes.
We make people laugh. In Idaho. We make people laugh. We make them feel things. I don't know, David. Anyway, yes. So thank you so much. Sarah says no apologies for being parents. Anyway, please come to Iowa. You don't know, Tracy. We may be in Iowa. I'm talking high. Which I do when I lie, so probably not. But still. Anyway. We will miss you, but family is first, especially your kids. Thank you, Karen. I know you guys feel that way about us, and I love that. So we'll miss you on Friday, but we'll see you on Monday.
Hey, you know what you can do tomorrow?
You know what you can do tomorrow?
Do you know? I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Do you?
What?
You know what you can do tomorrow at 8:15?
I need you to go back. You went just like this. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. And then you did something with your tongue. My God, man, what are you doing? No, sir! We have been on foreign soil, David.
I know.
David, no, I can't, baby. I've seen too much. I've just seen too much this week.
Hey.
Y'all quit giving hearts to that.
8:15 tomorrow. If you have not listened to this week's episode of Ordinary People, Ordinary Things, great episode this week with Rebecca Lyons.
Denise Wright, shut up.
What'd she say?
Denise. She goes, Melissa, I love that you're in your nightgown. What gave it away? And also, it's one of those menopausal nightgowns. Not that I'm in it, so everybody shut up. But the ones that are like really cool and see-through. And I didn't know that until I was wearing them around the house. And then Rocco was like, oh, no.
Tara said David wants to work on that Cinemax show.
I hope Cinemax finally calls so people can binge the Radkes. Can you imagine? Hey, y'all have a
Take
wonderful...
32.
Y'all, what am I going to do with him? And here's the problem. I adore him.
I know a few.
I just think he's wonderful. I love you guys. Y'all are the best. You've just made our whole week. You've made it as fulfilling as it was for our heart. Y'all just knocked it out of the park. We love doing life with you, and we will see you on Monday. Bye, y'all.